lovelies, welcome back to our Entrelac-a-long. We are now ready to make our right-leaning rectangles, not triangles. Last time we did our left-leaning rectangles. So first things first is we need to pick up 6 stitches along this edge. It can be any 6 stitches that you want. I want to pick up something down here in this little crack so we don't get a hole. So I am first going to, and I have cut my blue yarn from our setup row because I want to change colors. If you are continuing on in the same color, you can just use what is here and be on your merry way. So I'm going to cut this color, and notice I'm leaving a long tail so I can sew that end in later, or rather weave the end in later. So we're picking up 6 stitches. So I like to start from the top, and we've got 1, 2, and I'm just picking up every other thing from along the edge. This is 3, 4. We'll pick a 5th one up at the top, and then I'm going to pick up the leg on this stitch. I'll pick up that leg. I'll pick up this leg on this stitch because I want to. The idea is to close this hole down here at the bottom to bring these things closer together. So you can pick up either the leg from the row below, or you can pick up one of these shoulder stitches. It doesn't matter. And then when I go to knit into it, I'm going to knit into the shorter leg of the stitch. In this case, it happens to be the back leg of the stitch. And then the rest, just going to knit into them like normal. So that was 1. And then this is 2, 3, 4. This is 5. And now we need 1 more. So I'm going to pick up this shawled stitch here. So see where that was? This is the last stitch from our left leaning rectangle, and I'm just picking up 1 leg from a row below, and I'm going to knit into that to make number 6. On our right leaning rectangles, on the knit side, on the outside of your hat, you will always knit 6. And then when we turn and we do the inside, we are always going to purl 5 and then purl 2 together as we eat up the stitches here. Okay, so get my stitch back on here. So now we're going to purl 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to, I want to hold on to these tails so they don't get too loose. And we're going to purl these 2 stitches together. So it's the last of the 6 stitches that we picked up on the front and the first of the stitches on the square before. So we purl those 2 together. And now we're going to turn and we're going to knit 6. And we are going to keep doing this, the purl 2, purl 5, purl 2 together until we have eaten up all of the stitches from this left leaning rectangle. And we'll complete this first one, and then I'll show you where you will pick up stitches on your second one, and then you can continue on your own at home. So here's our purl 5. So we're going to purl this last blue stitch together with this orange and green one. Just purl those 2 together. And here we go. And now we're going to turn. And again, we're going to knit 6. It's pretty magical how it comes out and makes this fabric that looks as if it were woven. I think it's pretty cool. And when you have 6 stitches in your block, it goes fairly quickly. So now we've turned, and we're going to do our purl 5, purl 2 together one more time. Actually, we're going to end up doing it a few more times, but here we go. Purl 2 together, and now we turn, and we just knit 6. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the yarn that I am using, if you were curious, this was from one of our local hand dyers, Lisa Westra, who owns Feederbrook Farm. Feederbrook Farm is located in North Baltimore County. And Lisa is pretty fabulous. She's got different kinds of sheep on her farm and an angry alpaca. And she's got dogs and cats and chickens. So now we purl 2 together and we turn. And we recently had a trunk show of her yarns at our store. And we are supposed to have some more of her beautiful 2-ply gradient yarns coming in the next few weeks. So we have 2 more stitches left in our rectangle. We're getting there. It's so fun being able to showcase yarns by our local hand dyers. They do such beautiful work all the time. Here we go, purl 2 together. All right, flip. And now we're gonna knit 6 again. 1, 2. See what I mean about the different colors? You can really tell what's going on. 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is going to be our last purl 2 together. Here we go. And so then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and going to purl these last 2 stitches together, and see we have our big slope here. Purl these 2 together. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you will pick up 6 stitches along this edge. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 of these garter stitch bumps, and you can pick up a stitch into each one of those, and then so you will purl your way down and then turn, knit your 6, and then turn, and then purl 5, purl 2 together. And that's how you will continue on your way all the way around the edge of your hat until you get back to the beginning. All right, well, thank you for joining us. This is what my sample one looks like as I zoomed ahead, and I've made it rather large. So on our next video, you will have a couple rows of left and right leaning rectangles, and then hopefully we will be ready to do some of our crown shaping and decreases. Thank you so much for watching and knitting along with us as we make our Entrelac berets. And please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have questions, leave them in the comments, or you can email us at lovelyarns@gmail.com. Thank you and happy stitching!